The Netherlands is a land packed with captivating twists. Its folks stand as the tallest on the globe, yet they call home one of the flattest, lowest spots around. Don't let its compact size fool you. This little nation punches way above its weight, dominating the world's agricultural exports. Dutch women shine as bold, brilliant, and self-reliant, all while staying tightly knit with their loved ones. These striking contrasts don't make the Netherlands odd. They carve it out as one of the most distinctive and welcoming places to live anywhere. Number 1. The largest, most advanced sea defense system. Picture living where over a third of the ground sits below sea level. It's scary, right? Not for the Dutch. They didn't flinch or flee. They rolled up their sleeves and crafted the planet's biggest, brainiest sea defense setup. The Delta Works. Dubbed by some as the eighth wonder of today's world, this isn't just a bunch of huge barriers. It's a slick web of bridges, storm shields, and clever gates that snap shut when nasty storms or high tides roll in. Take the Maaslandkering, for instance. 2 giant steel arms, each dwarfing the Eiffel Tower if you tipped it over, swing into action like something out of a sci-fi flick, sealing off the sea in minutes. This structure is so massive that you can spot it from space. Nowadays, the Delta Works isn't just a protective wall for the nation. It's a badge of Dutch grit and genius. Plenty of these dikes double as highways, bridges, even cool hangout spots, and you can cruise over the same barriers humans built to tame the wild waves. And the Dutch? They're never done. They keep tweaking, strengthening, and supercharging this system to face down fresh threats like rising sea levels and a changing climate. Number 2. Beautiful and fascinating women. Walking through Amsterdam's bustling streets, you'll instantly notice the women. And it's not just their impressive height or elegant poise that catches your eye. Dutch gals often flaunt soft, light-toned hair, vivid blue or gray eyes, and bright, fair skin, embodying that classic Northern European allure that's both sophisticated and refreshingly simple. They don't bother with over-the-top clothes. A long coat, basic jeans, and a solid pair of leather boots craft a look that's sharp, yet distinctly theirs. The real kicker, though, is their vibe. Dutch women are tough and self-sufficient, calling the shots in everything from jobs to love. They're upfront, never shy about dropping their thoughts, and they're dead serious about equality between men and women. Towering like fashion icons, they ooze confidence and don't think twice about splitting the check on a date. Here, splitting the bill is just part of the deal, even on a first outing, with both happily paying their own way. That habit throws a lot of visitors for a loop. Yet, behind that gutsy, independent front, Dutch women shift into warm, devoted moms once kids come along. They put their little ones' smiles first, always making room for family meals. They're hooked on freedom too, opting for bike rides or outdoor fun like strolling, tending plants, or stretching out in yoga over chasing designer labels or flashy rides. They keep it straightforward, healthy, and live life their own awesome, grounded way. If you want to connect and make friends with girls in Amsterdam through social media or dating apps, and would like us to share tips on how to befriend girls in Amsterdam, please leave a comment with the number 8. We will provide you with the answers. Number 3. The lowest country on Earth. Nestled in the core of Western Europe, the Netherlands boasts a strategic position, acting as a convenient portal for commerce and travel to nearby powerhouses like Germany, Belgium, and France. Remarkably, roughly a fourth of this nation sits below the ocean's surface. Nearly 26% of its territory and 21% of its residents occupy these low-lying zones. To combat this unique geographical challenge, the Dutch have constructed an incredibly sophisticated network of dikes, waterways, and drainage systems, an engineering marvel so extraordinary that UNESCO has designated it a man-made wonder of the world. Despite the absence of soaring mountain peaks, the Netherlands remains vibrant and verdant throughout the year, abundant with trees and celebrated for its environmentally conscious way of life. The Dutch people are not only intelligent but remarkably global in their outlook. While Dutch is the official tongue, over 90% of the populace speaks English fluently, regularly placing the Netherlands among the top 3 non-native English-speaking countries worldwide. Covering a relatively small area of just 16,000 square miles and with a population of 17.5 million, the Netherlands nonetheless secures its position as the second-largest agricultural exporter globally, trailing only the United States. From colorful tulip blooms to fresh produce, the Dutch maximize every inch of their land, showcasing remarkable ingenuity, resilience, and a pragmatic approach. Number 4. Super narrow houses. Arriving in the Netherlands, you'll immediately be struck by the distinctive architecture. Slender, towering houses adorned with vibrant facades and sharply pointed roofs, reminiscent of a storybook setting. Back in the 17th century, the Dutch devised an ingenious tax-saving strategy. With taxes levied based on street frontage, they constructed narrow, deep homes, some as slim as 6.5 feet wide, yet extending upwards for several stories. A clever and space-efficient solution. One feature that often catches American visitors off guard is the incredibly steep and narrow staircases within these dwellings. Be prepared for a bit of a surprise on your first ascent. Dutch ingenuity isn't confined to land. They've mastered the art of coexisting with water. Amsterdam alone boasts over 2,500 legally registered houseboats. Not tourist novelties, but actual residences for thousands of inhabitants. These floating homes, moored along the canals or gently swaying on the water's surface, are a common sight, seamlessly integrated into everyday Dutch life. Number 5. Coffee culture. The Dutch are some of the world's most devoted coffee enthusiasts, averaging up to 4 cups per person daily, consistently placing them near the top of international coffee consumption charts. What's intriguing isn't just the amount, but the how. In the Netherlands, coffee isn't merely a beverage, it's a social practice. Daily, the Dutch pause their busy lives to savor a hot cup of coffee together, a moment known as koffietijd, sacred coffee time. There's no rushing, no clock watching, just easygoing, lighthearted, and genuine conversation, reminiscent of a simpler time when neighbors would gather for a morning brew. Despite their high coffee intake, Dutch coffee culture is refreshingly straightforward. They favor black coffee, strong, unadulterated, with no sugar and no elaborate milk designs. They don't drink it for a caffeine jolt but to connect. A Dutch invitation for coffee is more than just a casual offer. It's a gesture of acceptance, a signal that you're now part of their inner circle. A word of caution for first-time visitors. Be mindful of establishments labeled coffee shop. While the term may sound familiar, in the Netherlands, these shops don't sell coffee. They offer something entirely different, something not readily found elsewhere. If you want to know more, comment with the number 6 factorial. Number 6. Life in Amsterdam. Amsterdam boasts even more canals than Venice, with over 165 waterways earning the city recognition as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Instead of patrol cars, Amsterdam police navigate the canals in boats, even pursuing those enjoying a bit too much revelry afloat, a quirky yet effective approach. Every year, an estimated 15,000 bicycles end up in these canals, leading to the uniquely Dutch profession of bike fishing. On sunny days or during festivals, Amsterdam transforms into a vibrant floating celebration. Hundreds of boats ply the canals, carrying music, food, laughter, and dancing, creating a romantic yet festive ambiance in the heart of the city. As night falls, Amsterdam settles into a warm and peaceful rhythm. Locals eschew boisterous parties for the cozy intimacy of brown cafes, traditional pubs bathed in warm yellow light, where they enjoy beer and conversation, discussing everything from culture to politics, in a relaxed and friendly atmosphere. For a touch of romance, opt for a nighttime canal cruise. White wine, tales of old Amsterdam, and shimmering lights dancing on the water. It's breathtakingly beautiful. And the younger generation? They don't need nightclubs. They congregate in canal-side parks or city squares, singing, drinking beer, and chatting late into the night, free-spirited, spontaneous, and utterly relaxed. In contrast to the traditional charm of other Dutch cities, Amsterdam embraces a modern, open-minded spirit, attracting young people from around the globe to live and work in this vibrant hub. Number 7. Highest bicycle-to-person ratio. With a population of roughly 17 million, the Netherlands boasts over 23 million bicycles, on average, more than one per person. From CEOs and students to politicians, everyone cycles to work, school, the market, or simply for weekend leisure. Approximately 36% of the Dutch population bikes daily for convenience and affordability, as a way of life and a symbol of their environmental consciousness. The country boasts an impressive 21,750 miles of dedicated bike paths, meticulously planned with designated parking, traffic signals, overpasses, and even bike-specific tunnels. Dutch traffic regulations prioritize cyclists, requiring cars to yield to bikes, and safety is paramount. If you're courting a Dutch woman, don't be surprised if her ideal date involves a leisurely bike ride along the canal, followed by coffee at a charming cafe. No luxury cars, no extravagant gestures. The Dutch value simplicity, practicality, and sustainability. Even old, rusty bicycles are used and cherished for years. As long as they function, they hold value. In the Netherlands, a bicycle represents more than just transportation. It embodies an entire way of life, intelligent, environmentally friendly, and truly admirable. Number 8. Home of the tallest people. While the Netherlands might be low-lying geographically, its inhabitants are anything but. Dutch men average around 6 feet tall, and women average 5'7", making them the tallest people globally. Many attribute this to high-quality dairy and a protein-rich diet. This impressive stature influences everything in the Netherlands, from the height of buses and trains to kitchen counters and public restrooms. American tourists, generally a bit shorter, often find themselves on their toes reaching for items on shelves. Online forums buzz with American men humorously recounting feeling dwarfed alongside Dutch women in tall boots. Even shopping can present challenges, with many visitors needing to special order extra-long clothing. Beds, too, are often longer than 6.5 feet, to accommodate the lengthy frames of the Dutch, preventing any uncomfortable foot overhang. Number 9. Magical tourist spots. Seeking refuge from the clamor of modern life? Giethoorn, a picturesque village in the Netherlands, offers the perfect escape. No roads, cars, or honking, just tranquil canals and boats gliding past flower-draped, thatched-roof cottages. Life moves at a slower, more peaceful pace here, with residents meticulously tending their boats and flower pots, as if time has stood still. Giethoorn isn't just quiet. It's a dream come true. For a taste of history without Amsterdam's crowds, visit Utrecht, the oldest city in the Netherlands. With over 2,000 years of history, every street, bell tower, and canal whispers stories of its medieval past. Neither bustling nor deserted, Utrecht offers a quieter, more reflective glimpse into Dutch heritage, brimming with charm and nostalgia. Another must-see destination is Kinderdijk, home to 19 historic windmills, also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Built in the 18th century, these windmills were vital in flood control. Today, visitors can stroll or cycle along the canals, explore the inner workings of these functioning windmills, and even chat with the millers who still live and work there. Kinderdijk is more than a tourist attraction. It's a place that embodies the spirit of the Dutch people. Number 10. A green country. The Netherlands conjures images of tree-lined avenues, pristine canals, and remarkably fresh air. This beauty isn't accidental. It's the product of a deeply ingrained eco-conscious lifestyle. The Netherlands currently recycles over 80% of its household waste, setting a global example for clean, green living. Its citizens are highly attuned to waste sorting, reusing materials, and minimizing their environmental footprint. While many nations are still discussing the green transition, the Dutch have established concrete objectives, including a future mandate for all new cars sold to be electric or emission-free. They are building a future where technology, the environment, and daily life are seamlessly integrated. A country where children can thrive, play, and breathe clean air in the heart of urban areas. The Dutch also demonstrate a deep affection for animals. Stray pets are virtually non-existent, and animal agriculture is strictly regulated to ensure high welfare standards. Remarkably, the Netherlands has constructed dedicated bridges and tunnels exclusively for animals. These verdant crossings, covered in vegetation, are not for human use but provide safe passage for wildlife, highlighting the Dutch commitment to ecological harmony. Number 11. Simple, straightforward culture. The Netherlands embodies simplicity and directness, yet is full of captivating contradictions. Perhaps the most intriguing paradox is the Dutch embrace of a down-to-earth lifestyle coupled with a willingness to pay some of Europe's highest taxes. They aren't preoccupied with luxury labels or fleeting fashion trends, often favoring second-hand clothing. However, this doesn't equate to frugality. The Dutch prioritize a minimalist, sustainable, and practical way of life, investing in high-quality essentials, a sturdy bicycle, a good coat, durable shoes, and happily paying high taxes in return for top-tier healthcare, education, and public transportation. The Dutch are amicable yet remarkably frank. They offer honest feedback, even publicly, not to be critical, but because they view honesty as a form of respect. In the workplace, it's not uncommon to witness employees openly challenging their superiors in meetings, a rarity even in highly democratic nations like the US. The Dutch relish debate and expressing their opinions. Conversations about politics, the environment, or philosophy unfold everywhere, from cafes and dinner tables to late-night bars. And in those bars, you'll encounter authentic Dutch style. Jeans, hoodies, uninhibited dancing. No pretense, no ostentation. Nightlife extends beyond clubs, encompassing outdoor movies, live music, and quiet cafes open late for those seeking a more tranquil atmosphere. Number 12. Simple cuisine. First-time visitors might find Dutch cuisine surprisingly simple. It's not heavily spiced or reliant on complex techniques, but this simplicity reflects the practical Dutch mindset. What food are they most proud of? Cheese. From centuries-old traditional markets to world-renowned Gouda and Edam, cheese is more than sustenance. It's a cultural emblem. The Dutch enjoy cheese in their own distinct way, whether in sandwiches or simply biting into a block like an apple. The average Dutch person consumes over 37 lebs of cheese annually, and for many, a meal feels incomplete without it. Try a stroopwafel, two thin waffles sandwiching a gooey caramel filling for a taste of Dutch sweetness. Locals savor it by placing it atop a hot cup of tea, allowing the caramel to melt before enjoying it slowly. Another classic is stamppot, a hearty winter dish of mashed potatoes combined with greens like kale or carrots, served with smoked sausage, warm, filling, and the ultimate Dutch comfort food. Lunch is even more straightforward. A sandwich, a few slices of cheese, some fruit, and a cup of coffee. The Dutch readily admit their cuisine isn't extravagant or bold, but it's pure, practical, and light, mirroring their own character. Number 13. Lively and unique festivals. To capture the essence of the Netherlands in a single day, experience King's Day on April 27th, the King's birthday and the most vibrant celebration of the year. The entire nation adorns itself in orange, the color of the Royal House of Orange, as people fill the streets in orange attire, with painted faces, dyed hair, and a shared enthusiasm for a massive national party. Music reverberates from flea markets, parks, canals, boats, and even rooftops. Millions of liters of beer are consumed in a single day, Because, as the Dutch say, we wait all year to let loose on just one day. The most remarkable aspect? The following morning, the entire country unites to clean up meticulously, as if the revelry never occurred. It's freedom tempered with discipline, quintessentially Dutch. In springtime, the Netherlands explodes with color during tulip season, culminating in the Keukenhof Flower Festival, the world's largest garden. Open for just 8 weeks annually, over 7 million flowers are planted and arranged in artistic displays, with changing yearly themes, a living labyrinth of color and fragrance. Over 800 tulip varieties are on display. Don't miss the Bloemen Corso Flower Parade, where enormous floats adorned with fresh flowers travel through towns, a sensory spectacle and an unforgettable memory. Number 14. One of the happiest countries. It's no surprise that the Netherlands consistently ranks among the happiest countries globally, with Dutch children often considered the happiest worldwide. Dutch children are instilled with independence from a young age, many walking to school alone as early as age 4. Simultaneously, strong family ties are nurtured, with family dinners a cherished daily ritual, a beautiful harmony of personal freedom and emotional connection. Adults also benefit from an enviable system: comprehensive social welfare, excellent healthcare and education, financial security, and robust retirement plans. After work, the Dutch prioritize family and personal time, cycling, reading, or enjoying park strolls, rather than working to the point of burnout. They inhabit green cities, peaceful villages, and tranquil canals, places where each day feels truly worthwhile. Crime rates are so low that numerous prisons have closed, reflecting a society founded on kindness and respect. Add to this gender equality, strong human rights protections, low wealth disparity, and a deeply rooted simple life philosophy. Doe normaal, live modestly, avoid ostentation, and find joy in life's simple pleasures. The Netherlands is also a multicultural nation that has retained its unique identity, a place where individuals from all backgrounds feel welcome. Perhaps it's this potent combination of freedom, fairness, and compassion that makes the Dutch not just happy, but peacefully and sustainably so. Number 15. Reasonable cost of living. Considering a move to the Netherlands for school, work, or retirement? Here's a glimpse into the cost of living. Rental prices are relatively flexible. A small city center apartment typically costs $100 to $1,800 per month, while quieter suburban living costs as little as $400 to $800 monthly. Basic utilities, electricity, water, and heating cost approximately $85 to $150 monthly. High-speed internet costs $30 to $40 monthly, and a monthly public transport pass costs $70 to $85. However, this is the kingdom of bicycles, and cycling is an easy way to save money, stay fit, and be environmentally friendly. For food, if you prepare meals at home, expect to spend $200 to $300 monthly on groceries. Occasional meals at casual restaurants are also reasonably priced, averaging $10 to $15 per meal. Other expenses, like a gym membership, around $40 monthly, and household shopping, $100 to $150 monthly, are manageable. A single person living in a Dutch city center can expect monthly expenses of $1,100 to $1,800. Living outside the city or sharing accommodation can reduce this to a comfortable $800 to $1,100 per month. We've journeyed through 15 remarkable insights into the Netherlands. Thanks for joining us. We hope you've discovered a new appreciation for this captivating country.